Here we go. Oh boy, Sunday night, ready to go live. Hi, low, Stacy Intersagan. How are you today? Hope you're doing well. Crowd, we're a little bit early. The crowds will start running in here. Probably have 7 or 8,000 before we're done for the night. Ah, Carrie chained me to the lathe today. I have completed 25 pens today to this point, and I did get a 30-minute break. And then came out and did some email and keep it on going. What's up, Kevin? Yeah, this is one that we turned yesterday, and we'll sort of talk about this a little bit. We're going to do a couple of fun things tonight, too. Couple of fun things. Couple of different fun things that I'm not sure anybody's really ever seen yet, but, or not, it's not like a secret, just processes around the shop. Hello, Will. How you doing? Yep, Kevin, you'll be on the live tomorrow night. And New Year's Eve, right? We're going to do some Legos, turn some pens. Going to be very exciting. Very exciting. Okay. So let's get rolling here. Now, this blank that we have sitting on the lathe. Hey, Lawrence, how you doing, buddy? This one that we have sitting on the lathe was one that we started last night. And what we ended up with was a couple of holes down through the middle. This is a thistle. And I think I showed everybody what a thistle is. And let me bring that up and share, because it makes a really cool feature inside the pen, especially on a diamond painting pen, because it's sort of big. And let's go see. Let me go to images here. There we go. Let's see. We're gonna get some. Let me share this in the screen here. Hey, Brooke. Welcome back, Sandy. Hope you guys are doing good. So when it's living, these are thistle blooms. And when they die, let me type dried thistle bloom. They're used in very many decorative places because they look so cool. Here we go. Let's look at this right here. So this is a thistle bloom. It's going to refresh itself there, right here. And this is what is inside the pen. So you can see all these little spiky things and stuff like that. I think these long tendrils are removed because they don't add anything shape-wise, and they don't put the stem in there, which is a bunch of thorns, but they do put this part. Inside of that thistle is, oh, am I not sharing that one? Hang on. I got to share this tab instead. There we go. That'll be better. This is the thistle I was just talking about. Hey, Stacy Hardy, welcome in. Stay for as long as you can. We'll be here for a couple hours, may even see you back. If not, have a wonderful Sunday evening. Well, like I was saying, this is the thistle here. And when they dry it out, this thistle has a center that is open. There's nothing growing in there anymore. And that is what is right in the middle, this dark dot in the middle of this bloom. It goes all the way through to the other side. See that? And it was empty. So it was literally full of air, and the resin can't get in there when you're casting these. This is all a smaller thistle here, and there's thistle parts over here, part there. So they put all they can in there because it's super interesting. And this right over here is some kind of, I'm not sure what it is, very woody bloom, but we filled that with super glue, and we'll sand that up. But right now we filled it with super glue and not super glue, but CA glue. CA glue has an accelerator that it comes with. Mainly what's in that can is water plus an accelerator like a propellant. And that's what's inside there. So I literally filled this, filled this with CA glue, super thick, put a piece of tape on the backside so it wouldn't leak out. And then we simply let it go. And I put this in a Ziploc bag of water. Why did I do that? Well, it was very, very deep CA glue all the way through the blank, and I didn't think that the accelerant that I sprayed on the top of it was enough to do the trick. So I made myself a Ziploc bag full of water. I didn't actually make the Ziploc bag. I just filled it with water and then soaked the thistle blank in it. And it came out and it's very hard, very stiff, and completely cured now. Hello, Scotland. Who's in Scotland? I thought Sandy was in Devon, England. Oh, Scotland thistle. Yes. Yes, there are lots of thistles in Scotland for sure. I do remember that being over there back in the 80s. Hello, Christina C. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. And so what we're going to do now that I've got this, and I pulled it out, 5-6 hours ago to let it dry. Because as this woody stuff absorbs a little bit of water, it becomes swollen. So I have to let it shrink again and dry out. And it's all dried out now. So now to finish. And we're actually going to dry sand this one a little bit to get that wood. I don't need that. To get the wood cleared up. So let me grip my diaper here. There's my diaper. And we're just going to take some dry sandpaper. Usually we do this wet. And we're just going to sand it. We're essentially sanding all the woody parts now. And this particular blank, when you're finished, does have texture to it. It's not obnoxious texture. Let me turn the blower on while I'm pulling all this sawdust up, have it suck all the sawdust up. So this is how we got to finish this one until we get it nice and smooth. There goes my piece of sandpaper. Got to hold on to that sandpaper. Oh, let me get the stream up on TV here so I can see if anybody's got a comment. There we go. All right, we are connected to the live chat on the TV. So I just wanted to finish this up. I think this is Jess's pen. Scotland's national flower. Yes, sir. They are everywhere, that thistle. I'm not doing a very good job of holding on to that piece of paper, am I? But anyway, it makes a killer blank. So I just wrote the blank maker of this thistle blank, and I asked him if he could stabilize, or if not he, but does anybody ever stabilize the thistle, because that would give it resin all the way to the inside. And it would be completely filled and do that. I don't know if they do that or not. I don't have a lot of experience with the thistles, but we'll see. But anyway, it makes a very startling or detailed, stark blank. That feels pretty good. You can still feel some of that thistle pointy stuff. It doesn't hurt. It just, you can just know it's there. All right, there we go. All right, now we'll add a little bit of water for some lubrication here. And now I don't need the blower if I've got the water to hold down the dust. Lawrence, I think, hope everybody's doing well as well. I know I've had a very productive weekend. We're going to stretch that right into New Year's Day, New Year's Eve, and all that good stuff. We're going to have a special Center of the Leap thing on New Year's Eve, because we're going to be turning the blank that we created for the Center of the Leap, which is part of our YouTube membership. Very good, exciting stuff. You get an exclusive blank that's made nowhere. And the ladies designed themselves a killer blank. You know how we do that. They pick all the colors and I just mix it up. All right, that's there. Let's go to, I got to turn that volume down. Can we get you Friday too, Kevin? That's pretty exciting. Yes, ma'am. Coming quick. They're in the oven right now. I think they're ready to turn at 3:30 in the morning, although I can almost promise you I won't be up to turn them then. And just to whet everybody's appetite, I'll show everybody on the stream here the picture that I showed the center of the leap. We've got a special exclusive chat for the center of the leap, and we communicate in there when we're going live and all the fun things that we're doing. And we just took those blanks out this morning. I think it was today. Yeah, I think today. This morning I cut them up and put them in the oven. All right, now like all blanks with woody stuff in them, we've got to do two things. One, we've got to clean the blank down to get all the sanding residue off. And let me get a dry paper towel. And now we're going to heat it up a little bit to get all the moisture dried off. And then we'll throw some beeswax on it. Doesn't take a whole lot because there's not a whole lot of wood exposed, but we want to make sure we get it nice and dry. Yes, I do need my beauty sleep. That is very evident, isn't it, Lawrence? Very evident. All right, let's just rub a little bit of this beeswax in here. Beeswax and some vegetable oils, the good vegetable oils. All right, that's all we need for that. Let me wipe that off in the jar. And now we'll just heat it up while we're doing this. Hey, Brian, how you doing? Stacy, we hope to see you back. If not, have a fabulous evening. All right, and here goes this gorgeous blank. Look at that thing right there. Oh, my. We got to look at the leopard scope for this guy. And I'll show you how you can see this is clear and filled up with that glue. Wow. That is pretty. Hello, Judith. How you doing? Hope all is well with you. All right, let me switch to the leopard scope. And here is the thistle blank. There's the clear glue. You can actually see down in there. Probably a little better in person, but you can sort of see that. And there's the thistle from side to side. Makes a beautiful pattern on there. There's the other thistle. And you can see as that light goes around, there's still a little bit of texture there. And there's this woody kind of blossom right there. Check that out. That's cool. Although it does scare me with that bark occlusion so close to the end. That's why I would want to see these stabilize so they become a little more monolithic. Anyway, there it is. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. I love these blanks. All right, and that is Miss Russ. She also had the one with the cholla wood in it. And you'll remember that from last night. I'll give you a quick glimpse of that. This was the blank with the cholla wood. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, I'll put that in the packet. That'll be up for cleaning later. Whew, I got a lot to clean. My goodness. My goodness. Okay. Now we are on to Miss Marcia's blanks. She's got 2 more blanks remaining. Yes, Brian, that turned out gorgeous. I'd love to take credit for creating that gorgeous blank, but my job was to not screw it up. It was so gorgeous. Hey, Kelly. Kelly, we turned yours last night, I think, or the night before. Can't remember. But we missed you. And if you look back in a video or 2, you'll probably see yours. Yeah, it does look like a deep sea scene. Great colors in there. Very cool colors. All right, let me switch back to the lathe. Make sure we're not missing any comments here. Everybody's got it. Judith, we welcomed in. Brian's here. Lawrence is here. Christina's here. And Kelly is here. Excellent, excellent. Everybody knows Kelly now. She's an old hat. Okay, this blank here, let me stop it here. This is the sort of a very transparent pale blue with all this multicolored ribbon going through it. And we're going to make it round first. So here we go. Blower on. Let's see. Blower, blower, blower. Whose is this? This is Marcia's. And Marcia gets a .48 in baseball bat, and then we'll do some artist choice all over it. Hello, Sarah. Welcome in. What's pedestrian mobile? Does that mean that you're walking? I am a ham operator. I never heard pedestrian mobile. I'm Whiskey 6 Tango Mike Charlie. All right, nice and round. Hello, Michelle. Welcome in. I've never heard of, I got a couple handy talkies. I never heard of pedestrian mobile. But that doesn't mean anything. Here's a lot of things I haven't heard of. Hey, Audrey, how you doing? KD5HF Romeo, very nice. KD5, love it. I used to be K7 something, I don't remember anymore, or KV, KE, whatever Utah. I think I got my ham license in Utah initially. I got a brand new 2-meter radio sitting over in the box over there. I've had it for a couple of years. I haven't opened it yet. Ham Radio Club in Oklahoma City, believe it or not, is not very active. And I don't have time to help them be active. Let's see, what are we doing here? Audrey, how's it going today? Baseball bat .48. Let's see, how far are we getting down here? Down about a .50. We're going to a .48, which is almost .50. Yeah, when I lived in Arkansas, I used to be super into it, Lawrence. They had a really good weather spotting team, very active ham radio club, had a super active repeater. It was awesome. I came to Oklahoma City. I thought it would be bigger and more, but it's hardly existent. Ah, silent key. I understand. Silent key, everybody, means that Lawrence's father has passed away, and he was a ham radio operator, or amateur radio, I guess is the official term. Where is the Mid-America meetup, Lawrence? Eufaula in Oklahoma. Very nice, Lake Eufaula. Very active area. All right, she wants artist choice on here. And there's a really cool ribbon right in the middle. I think we're going to give her a, let's see if we've given her a single pane yet. Yeah, we do have one single pane in there. Kelly will be where? Lake Eufaula or Mid-America radio thing? Mid-America Convention? I forget what the heck it's called now. Ah, very nice. I may have to put up my 2-meter. Kelly, we can talk on the radio. We could do ham radio pen turning. I wonder if I'll be caught up on pens by then. Hey, Joe. Hope you're doing well today, Joe. What was for dinner? Go ahead and tease us all now. I know it was delicious. Boomer Jack's Grill. Oh, nice. Sounds good. Still down in League City. Carrie and I'll be passing through there in a couple of weeks. On the way to Galveston. Galveston, oh, Galveston. I'm going to do my best Glenn Campbell here. Might not be very good. Nice. Yeah, that Bayfong's pretty hot stuff. I watch this guy on YouTube. He can Ham Radio 2.0. He does some reviews of handy talkies. He talks about some of those being really nice. I've got a Icon or ICOM handy talkie. Seems to work pretty good. Kelly, I'm Whiskey 6 Tango Mike Charlie. All right, this is going to look pretty cool. What are you trying too hard to do? Communicate? Ham radio is a good community. Got some good common sense folks in there. People really know that electronics well, how to get those antennas to really get some gain. When I was over in Arkansas, I built my own little 2-meter, some plans off the web, little triangular deal with a nice ground plane, and got a long way. Reach Natchez Witch is about 20 miles away. That's pretty good with a 2-meter. That's pretty respectable. Ooh, that feels good. Now, what I've got on this end right here, I can feel it. There is a little piece of the, let me get my, got to get a dry paper towel. There's a little piece of the fabric sticking out down right here on the end that doesn't want to cut off or be clipped off or whatever. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dry it out so it gets a little fluffy right there. Connected to Carrie's Magical Castle. What is that? I think Carrie's trying to connect to my phone here. Let's see. I got to pull one of my lighters out. Literally have to melt it so it's stiff so it'll burn off or it'll chip off. So now we'll let that chill. There we go. Now I can cut it off with my X-Acto knife. Sort of funny, the threads just keep bending over. There we go. Beautiful. Just a small little problem. That's it. Easily solved. And that will continue on. But I am more nerdy than I let on. One of the favorite things I would love to do, and I've done a few in the past, is rebuild old tube radios. It's so fun, so addicting. Still a pretty cool, really old radios out there. I've got a couple on the shelf here that I've not repaired yet or rebuilt. Me Carrie's throwing a party in the front room. That is true, Lawrence. Even if it ain't broke, take it apart, see if you can fix it. Absolutely. That's called exploratory understanding. Beifong is the name of a computer company that makes radios out of China. So if you just search on the Google Beifong, you'll see a bunch of radios come up. And they're pretty decent. They're not bad. They're very inexpensive. They work pretty decently, but do require a little bit of tweaking. So it's like saying I have a Sony, have a Beifong or Beifong, however you say that. Just a brand name. Yes, ma'am. Happy to help, Joe. Happy to help. In fact, one of my favorite radios in the shop is this 60s era GE transistor radio, like one of the very first transistor radios. They call it solid state. It wasn't electronic, it was solid state. You know, Don, that is a great question, and everybody has their opinions, and some come up and some go down. But there's some ham radios that are tremendously expensive. I'm talking in the $13,000 to $20,000 range, and then there's the small handy talkies that are just a couple $100. ICOM, ICOM, is a pretty good brand. Beifong, like Richard's talking about, is a pretty good little brand. Chinese brand, very inexpensive. Great starter radios, that kind of thing. But there are, I wish I could remember all of them, but yeah, there are some expensive or gorgeous stuff. Yeah, state of the art. That's what it says. Solid state. This looks very cool. Nice cut on this one. You can see all that ribbon right in the middle. Let's go look at this one on the leopard scope so you can see that detail netting. I think we saw one of these before, but here's what it looks like. It does have starlight glitter, which is larger than micro starlight glitter. Just some kind of ribbon, multicolored ribbon there. You've all seen it, Hobby Lobby or whatever. Just looks really cool. It's a Troy Shipley blank. Mr. Troy will hook you right up. Yeah, it's a very nice one. I like it a lot. Let me switch back. There we go. At one point, it had about 100 tube radios back from the 30s and the 40s, maybe even the 20s, whenever they came out with that stuff. But a lot of them have that Bakelite. It was the very early plastics, Bakelite. Yeah, this is a very pretty blank. This one looks like porcelain when we're done, a little swirly porcelain. All right, let's make this one round. Blower on. Yeah, tubes. But you know, Don, everybody will argue about what the best radio is. There are a few radios out there that people really drool over, no matter who you are. Yaesu is one, Yaesu, I think it is. Nice and smooth. Love it. This is Marsha's pen. Yeah, I've got two ICOM radios, ICOM. They're both handy talkies. And you're right, and Lawrence, they're easier to figure out. Good menuing system, that kind of thing. Thank you, number 10. I think this will be, look how this swirling pattern is there. That looks really cool. I just wet my finger with my water bottle. Very cool swirls in there. I think we're going to do some bases on this one. Yeah, I haven't done base in a while. Everybody's really hooked on the bow ties. I guess because it's different. Yeah, this will be a pretty one, all polished up, Don, I'll tell you. Let me do a measurement on that. Make sure I got down to my 0.48 there. Yeah, beautiful. Perfect. Okay, back up. Diaper in place. Blower is off. All right, that's feeling good. Haven't done vases for a bit. Feels good to do them again. I think we did them like last week or the week before, so it's not been forever. But man, we did vases for a long time. That and reverse vases. Don, is John lurking out there with you as well? Haven't seen him chime in yet that I noticed. He may have. I just might have just blown by when I wasn't watching. Hope you guys are doing well. in that hot, sunny Florida weather is treating you great. I'm not sure if it's hot and sunny. You know, when you have that really cool pattern, hey, John, birthday candle holders. There you go. You know, the funny thing is when I have that gorgeous swirly pattern on the side of a blank, I almost want to just make it straight, shine it up, and just look at it. I almost think it's done, but nobody's going to pay me to just do a straight blank, although I think that's a very cool pattern and looks neat. Overcast and rainy. I'm glad you're good. Yeah. Never never rainy inside the house, is it? All right, let's shine it up, see what it looks like. Oh, this is going to look gorgeous. Oh, that's not good. Perfect crafting weather. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, you know, that swirl is still there. I'm glad we didn't get rid of that. Look at that. We're going to have to look at that in a leopard scope. That looks pretty cool. Both sides, too. Look at that. Oh, that's nifty. Yeah, that's leopard scope worthy right there. Look at that cool design. There's those swirlies right there. That looks too cool. We caught those just right. So do you have power now or was that yesterday? Got a bunch of junk on there. Didn't wipe off. Very cool swirlies. Yes, rainbow sherbet. Yes, yes, yes. All right, let me take the bushings out of these. Put those in Marcia's packet, and I'll probably get those cleaned up tomorrow so Carrie can get them all packed out and shipped. Whew, I got about 120 pens to clean up and get going. All right, now let's do a little bit different thing today. We're going to turn some more pens here in a minute, but I'm going to bring this over here to the mixing desk, and we're going to do a little fun stuff here. A little different than we normally show. Only because, you know, turning pens is fun. All right, so what we got here, let me switch the camera over to this thing here. I'm thinking that's a Troy blank, but I don't really know. I'll have to ask Carrie. All right, so what we got here is a bunch of dragon that I poured up. And what I'm going to do here real quickly is go over there and cut all these up because I have to combine these into different things, and I'm going to show you how we do that. let's see, where is my... I'm going to put them in this thing here as I cut them up, and I'll be right back. I'll be at the bandsaw. I don't have a camera over there yet. One of these days when I get some time, I'm going to get some whole bunch of good stuff installed in this place. All right. I'm now cutting them up. And if I come back with all my fingers, we know it was a good time. All right, one more to cut up. Okay, so now what I've come up with is a bunch of pieces. And now what I need to do is construct the winter season dragon pen. And I got to ask Carrie what the things were. Carrie, winter dragon, is it the purple dragon or the blue dragon?
The what?
The winter dragon is purple and blue and white.
Yeah.
What are the dragon colors?
Purple.
Purple. Very good. Purple, purple, purple dragons. That's what we got. Purple dragons, blue scales. Too much detail. Yep, got on my fingers still. Hey, J Rob, how we doing? Things are going good. Not wanting to go back to work tomorrow after a whole week off. Yeah, no kidding, right? We're glad to be here with friends. We're glad you're here too. Let's see. Yeah, keep those fingers. I got all my fingers still. Only funny as long as he doesn't get hurt. Yep. So what we've done is we've cut up all these dragon pieces. And what we need to do now is I need to get my blue tape. This will just make you laugh how we put all this together. So I take a piece of blue tape and I lay it sticky side up. And now I got to do purple dragons. Yeah, I got to work tomorrow too, J Rob. But hey, you know, I could take vacation if I didn't want to work. Okay, so there's a couple of those. And then we get some blue scales. And it's important to know the orientation of the scales. And all the scales go down. So you can see we've got the scales. They're facing downward, just like this one here. So we take this one here, we just lay it on the blue tape, and it sticks really good. And then we take a dragon, put that on there. I'm going to straighten up this scale here in relation to the dragon. All right, then we take the middle scale. We put that right there. Then we take the little dragon here, and we put it right there. Then we take this scale and put it right down here. And that will be the winter dragon. So then I take those and I go get my empty cavities here. Not to be confused with the cavities in your teeth, because those are full of pain. They're not empty. But these are all my empty cavities here. And I will take one of these, lay it down inside there like that, and then tear that piece of blue tape off. So when we fill this in with white, that is going to be one winter dragon. And then we do it again. Okay, we need blue scales. Let's pull some blue scales out of here. Sadly, I end up with lots of blue dragons and purple scales left over. There we go. Here's the middle scales. Got to blow them off, get all the junk off them. There's another purple guy there. Downward facing scales here. There we go. And then downward facing scales. Oh, that's purple. Need blue. It's like Legos, only easier. Yes, ma'am, Joe. I didn't even see that comment before I said that. But yes, you're correct. Like Legos, only easier. It's like Legos for cheaters. I think I need to make 4 of these. There's 2 bottoms there. Need a couple of tops here. 1, 2. I had 4. Where'd they all go? That's odd. Oh, they're right here. Right here in front of me. All right, let's get the middle one on there. Have to leave a little gap in between them, and that was the gap of the kerf of the saw blade. That's too wide there. All right. More purple dragons. And the ball. Oh, that dragon went in crooked. Got to be straight. Your eyeball will pick it up. All right. All right, one more. I'll have to use those other ones at another date when we come up with a use for them. And I'll have to ask Carrie what goes in the white. There we go. And of course, I have 4 of the opposite in here, so we can make the opposite of this, which we may do one day. All right. And of course, I have pieces and parts from the other dragons too we've cast that we need to put together into certain things. And I have to make some more 4th wing dragons. So lots on the hit parade here. A lot to do. Okay, Carrie, I got to ask her what the white is. All right, baby, what's the mixture of the white? Oh, where'd she go? Where you at? Where's right here?
Right here in your room.
Oh.
Your account as a member, so I got to chat on your account.
So where's what's the white?
White and white gold gold.
White, like just like Shiro white or whatever?
Wait, no, that's for white and icicle.
White and icicle. Yeah, that's what we're doing here, the winter one here. So we need just regular old Shiro white.
Shiro white and icicle.
All right, let's find the Shiro white here. Shiro white. We better order some more of that. And here's the icicle.
There's another white in there.
So we're mixing this white here and this icicle here.
We have a lot of people who have ordered the dragons.
That's why we're using white, because they ordered dragons. We ordered white because you're an awesome designer. That's why we're using white.
Is that the right blue?
What's that, babe?
Is that the right blue?
Right blue what?
Is that the right blue? It looks
Like this one here? Oh, that's not it. It was,
that does not look like the right blue before you start pouring.
well, that's the blue you told me to do. That was under your direction and tutelage.
No, that's not right.
No, is it this one here?
Yes.
Oh, so I didn't pour any of those.
Oh, well then you can pour that.
Well, that was a waste of time.
I left you the envelopes.
Well, that's what I poured.
Which envelope did you?
Whatever. Who knows? That was a week ago. Probably some of this and some of that. I don't know.
That wasn't the right blue.
Well, I don't know when it was or what it was. But I poured at your direction.
I know, probably the blue was sitting there and
Nope.
you use it for.
Nope. You put them out and that's what I poured. Because here's some azure.
That's not what it was supposed to be.
I didn't say it was. I just said that's the azure. Here's some turquoise diamond.
It was an
effect.
envelope.
Oh, I don't have a clue.
Where are the envelopes?
Right there in your hand.
No.
Well, never mind, everybody. We're not making these. We have to make the different blue. Looks like these kind of blues.
Oh,
Okay, so we won't be pouring this tonight. I need to make some dragons.
I gotta find it now. Is there any other envelopes laying around? Tim?
I don't know. I'm not in charge of the colors. I just look like I am.
We could pour the blue instead.
Well, that's what I'm going to do.
I don't even see the one that it was. I know it wasn't this. I know it wasn't that.
Yeah, that's too dark.
There was another blue.
Okay.
Any other envelopes anywhere?
No idea.
Well, you're in charge of color.
No, I just said I wasn't in charge of color. I feign ignorance here. Everybody defend me. I'm dumb.
No, don't. Because he puts things and starts pulling colors for people.
Hey, Rebecca.
He starts pulling, hey, here's all the greens, here are all the blues. And then it gets mixed.
There's Denise in the house.
Yes.
Yeah, love watching the artists fight. Work, I mean.
Got to be somewhere else.
Is there another blue you're missing?
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah.
let me look on the back side here.
This is the color right here.
Because there's a whole bunch of these packets over here,
Maybe
too.
it's this one. Oh, no. No, it's not it. This is close, but that's not the one.
I don't know.
There.
I am not the color guy.
Yeah, you know that.
I'm nearly color blind. I'm looking over here for some more envelopes, Carrie, all seriousness aside. I don't see any on the back side here. Too funny. She can't leave me in charge. I'll lose all my fingers, then we'll have nothing to talk about. Yeah, I don't see any more packets. Did you record this in your diamond painting journal?
No,
Oh, just checking.
that's why I got the journal.
Because I don't have one. I don't have a
It's in
journal.
the photos. Chill out.
I'm chilling,
There
baby.
should be another packet.
What's it called?
I don't know what it's
Oh.
called. It's a color and it matched the tray. And those don't match the tray.
Did we mix a couple together to get that?
No, it was one envelope. It was so
Okay.
easy. I'm like, oh gosh, this matches perfectly. And then it's not there. Yeah.
So here you go. Scales. Rolio Azure Blue Opaque.
Oh, well, that didn't come out the same.
So where's Azure Blue? Is that one of those? Maybe we didn't opaque it.
Mm-hmm. That's probably what happened.
We didn't whiten it up. That is definitely the color. Are you sure that's the one there?
Yeah. I mean, I think maybe we put something else with it. I don't know.
No, you wrote it down right here. I just followed my directions.
Rolio or baggy, opaque. That's what
Yeah,
we
that's
did.
been opaqued. You can see because you can't see
But
through it.
it's so dark.
I know.
Do you think it cooks?
No,
And that's
that will be the
you
color.
use this azure blue.
Is that azure blue? That's angel blue. I wouldn't have
Uh,
used angel blue if you wrote
There's
azure
another
blue.
azure blue in here.
Oh,
somewhere.
okay.
I moved things around as I was looking.
Mm-hmm.
You probably just picked up a jar that was sitting by it or something.
I generally don't do colors on my own. It's very dangerous.
Yeah, I know.
Creativity at work, right there. I feign ignorance. I don't do colors. I just do what I'm told.
Yeah,
That looks pretty cool. What is that? That's Okinawa blue. That's awful bright.
this.
See
I
that?
wouldn't have. This is not the one I
See that?
used.
It could be that if you lightened it up a little bit.
There's the blank there. That was when we first took the blank,
Yep.
and that is not that.
Yeah, that is definitely too dark. Well, you give me instructions. I'm ready to rip up some more. I'll pour more, 4 more right now.
I know.
They'll be ready in 4 hours.
Trying to see if we took a picture. I might have had your camera, so I don't know.
I don't know either. This is fun. J. Rob says it was fun. It's not a fight. It's creativity at work. Nah, we don't fight. We just discuss stuff.
Just see who's right more. Who's a person?
Oh, I'm never right more. Let's not even go there.
Whose a personality is stronger? Maybe it says azure blue, but it does not look like azure blue at all.
Yes, I agree.
Look at that. That doesn't look like it. Unless if you put white in it, you opaque this?
I always opaque it, especially when you write opaque. But it depends on how much white you add that'll lighten that up. I'm not sure if that's the same shade. I mean, this is essentially it right here, isn't it?
No.
No, that's a darker blue. That's almost a green. Is this it here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it there. I thought you'd mix 2 together before. Maybe it's Maya blue.
Maybe.
That's looking pretty. And look how much of that we used. Yeah, there's
Maybe
quite a
we
bit of
mixed
that going.
both.
Is that opaque? That is opaque.
That's a little too light. Maybe we did azure and this.
Don't know.
I don't remember.
I can do it though. I can do it. Let's mix it up. This will be fun. This will be fun.
We get the color. I don't care how we do it.
Yeah, I'm with you there. All right, we'll leave that alone. This is going to be put to the side for a minute because we can't do that yet. All right. So let's get together here. So this is what we're going for, right?
No.
No?
We're going for that.
Isn't that?
No.
Where did that come from?
I don't know where that came from, but it wasn't that.
That's got to be another dragon. I got a whole bunch of them. See this?
Maybe
It's got to be the dragons because I have a whole bunch of extra of these blue dragons.
That's the one you just made.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. So it's this light one then. That's probably it.
That's probably it.
Okay, so I'm making that one then, right?
Make that. So is that one color?
Yeah, see, that is it.
Okay, so then it's this. Is it this?
I think it is that.
It is
It's
that.
almost identical.
Maya blue. That sounds familiar.
That's why you wrote down azure blue?
I don't know, because azure's probably sitting there.
Everybody heard it right here, right? Uh-huh.
Yeah, okay.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Love leopard. Okay.
Opaque and turkeys. you guys are a riot. I love it. Okay, take that, put it back.
Don't you love us?
Put this back in her box or her bag.
Audrey, you've seen us like this. You've seen us like this in Walmart.
It's all the same. Okay. So we know what we're doing. It's not Okinawa. It is going to be Maya blue with a little bit of opaque in it. So, and I need to fill these up about 40 each. So I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to do 200. Watch out. Higher math going along here right now.
Saw Leopard Leather Works at its finest.
That's right. Brain trust right here.
That is how coloring really goes. No, yes, no, yes, no.
No, it's got to be lighter. No, it's got to be darker. Do you want me to opaque that? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? Okay, so here we go. Going to get 100 of this.
Has anybody seen the vultures in Jungle Book where they're sitting on the tree? What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do?
I was like going to get a sandwich today. You want Firehouse? You want Subway? What do you want? I don't know. Make a decision. Okay, Subway. We went to Subway. All right, here we go. We got 200 of this mixed up. Let's stir it up here. We're going to start our timer. Not that we really need a timer because we're not really blending it with much. I am very good. Just give me instructions and I will execute. But creativity is not my forte. Although people will argue about my pen turning, so we'll give you that. All right, that should be stirred up nicely. Let's get a little bit of this Maya blue. Now, if we ever wonder what blue it is, we'll go back and watch this video, and we will know which one it is. Let's see what everybody's saying. Still pulling numbers out of the hats for answers. I love it. Yep, LOL. I'm going to tell people I would like a report broken down on that index report. It needs to be opaque. Stat. That means right now. Right now. Okay, we're going to put a lot of that in there. And how do you opaque something? You take a little bit of this white right here, and you drop a little drop right in there. Boom. It's about all it takes, one little drop. I'm going to wipe the top of this off and shut it so it doesn't leak everywhere. Because leak it will. Okay, here we go. Magic is at hand right now. And boom, there's the magic color right there. All right, so we're not going to do that magical thing we thought we were going to do tonight. We'll do that tomorrow night. Because now we've got to deconstruct and reconstruct those dragons. All right, we'll leave that sit for a second and get all wet. J. Rob, you'll be joining the rest of us who is already crazy. Yep. Daniel and Audrey do the same thing. She always wins. I believe it. Audrey's a stunning lady. Probably gets her way all the time. Absolutely. When you pick me up, will you bring me a Mountain Dew Baja Blast? Absolutely. I did last night and you never drank it. To every resin, turn, turn, turn. In every resin, turn, turn, turn. Do, 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 do. You know, there's this highway around here in Oklahoma City, and 44 goes south to Chickasha, and 40, I think that's right, goes west to Amarillo. And every time I see that sign, and we're not by that sign all the time, but every time I do see that sign and it says 40 West Amarillo, I cannot but break out in George Strait, Amarillo by morning. And I say it every single time. Kevin will tell you, it drives him nuts. But I don't care because George Strait is awesome. That is the color, folks. I'm telling you right there. Look at that. I could dunk that down in there and it would disappear and you'd never see it again. It needs something to make you burp. You bet, Kev. But I always feign ignorance. I'm telling you, it keeps me safe. But she wrote down Azure Blue, and guess what I did? I mixed up Azure Blue. All right, here we go. Here comes the pouring fun. We literally just drizzle it into the mold. So there is a restaurant here in Oklahoma, and it's a little town called Noble, Oklahoma, Noble. And the name of the restaurant is Kendall's, and they have a chicken fried steak challenge. And I really want to do that challenge. All the famous mega eaters on YouTube have been there, go there, do there, etc. And there's lots of people that show up, and it literally is 3 pounds of chicken fried steak, a salad, 2 helpings of green beans, and 2 helpings of mashed potatoes, and then 2 cinnamon rolls and something else I forget. But anyway, thousands have tried, a few have succeeded. And man, it looks so good. And everybody says how great it tastes. And there are people that regularly show up to do this challenge. I don't know if I could do it or not. I've never been a competitive eater. All right, there's that part there. And of course, we never want to waste resin because it is very expensive. So we will get down our crab and our leopard molds and see how many we can make. Probably quite a few. And there, right there, is a blue crab, the highly prized crab on your dinner plate. I think that might be from Maryland, isn't it? But wait, we have more. Let's do another couple of leopards here. These make really great cover minders, by the way. All right, we'll call that good. Although, let's do one more crab. I think we got room for one more crab. All right, we'll call that good. We will put a stir stick in here. That way we can get the resin out later. We will sit it on its side right there so it can solidify. We'll take this little tray right here, slide it right in here, put it in the pot. All right. We'll grab our air supply here. Pressurize. 65 pounds. What's that, babe? Perfect match. That was the color. Maya Blue. We got the right one now. Better order some more of that too, because that's some good looking stuff.
Well, that's on Amazon in that box. That's where I got it. Because I had a variety. I like to try different colors to see if I like it. Since that's a popular color, I'll probably order the jar of it. So what this is nice for is it comes in a little thing like this. And so you have all these different color packs. And so I try it with something. And so if something's more popular than the other, then I'll order a whole big kahuna of it.
Kevin will be ready at 12:36 a.m. What, Eastern time or Atlantic time or what? Because you'll be walking home. I'll be asleep.
Well, I could go get him.
He's probably just messing around. Yeah, that is a lot of food, Michelle. Go check it out on the YouTube's Kendall's Chicken Fried Steak Challenge.
Oh, it's a huge piece.
George Strait couldn't sing in tune. That's sad. That's just like, what's her name? Who's that big famous lady?
Who? Where?
Who's the big famous lady that's out there singing all the time?
But
All the girls go see her. No, the pop singer, best in the world.
Taylor Swift?
Taylor Swift. She can't sing in tune either. They got her auto tuned up to the max. Rebecca won't like that. You watch. So how do we come up with the crab, Carrie? Why do we have the crab? That was for something, right?
Yes. The reason we have the crab is because we were hosting the Dakotathon, and
Oh, that's right.
all the other elements from other small shops that were supporting it put mermaids on it, put a lighthouse, did something else. And Dakota was telling Kara, or believe Kara told me, that Dakota was kind of disappointed that no one included the crab. She loved the crab. She thought the crab really made it because it's in the bottom right corner, and he's kind of big crab. And the crab is what's known in Maine, so nobody did the crab. So I thought, well, I'll do a crab cover minder.
So we did a crab cover minder.
And we
Yeah.
did it like in the brownish color of that, but then we just have the mold, so we just keep making
And this was pieces to the lighthouse
2.0.
2.0. Does that not look like a lighthouse? Cut a little piece of that off, put it down in the mold, put blue sky above and brown and green below for the rocks and the moss.
It was the
That was
Everest pen.
Yeah, the Everest pen.
And then we had the crabs to go with the Everest pen. That went with the tray that Firefly did. And that is what Firefly did the
No.
tray, and then we did the cover minder and the pen. And then I believe they had somebody making cups. quite the collaboration.
Okay, so now we know what color that is.
The biggest collaboration we've done has been Dragon Seasons. That was a design by Emma Casey. It's about 8 feet long. There are 4 seasons of dragons, which is what this is winter. This is the last one. And Neighbors Outpost released the diamond painting kit, and they invited us, since they know we made dragon pens for Spangler, if we would make the dragon pens and make the blanks. So I said, okay, I'll send you the blanks. She goes, well, we'd really like it if you did it because you do a good job. So we tapped into it, and then Bijou Bliss did the trays. So it was like the artist, the small shop that did the diamond painting, a turner, a tray maker, all working together has won. And the interesting part is Enablers is also pen turners. So it's pen turners working with pen turners. So we're not against each other. We're all in this community together to make the diamond painting experience the best for the diamond painter. And that's what this event meant. And so many people just loved it because so much is going on and everybody's working together. I was in a chat with Bijou and Elizabeth at Enablers and Emma Casey, and we just all
Having some fun.
So much fun. In fact, we are sponsoring the Emma Casey event with Brittany and Robin over, and they do a lot of the sneak peeks for Art and Soul. So we are participating in that event in February. So we will be sponsoring that as well.
Yes, and Crashly's got release papers. Yes, can't forget Crafts with Crashly.
Yes, she has.
On the money. Thank you, Will, for bringing that up.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Wonderful. We have a lot of them. We had an auction and we bought a whole bunch of them to give away as prizes, and a couple of you have won them. And so
But the point is, there are those in the community that like to isolate from one another, and that doesn't help anybody. Collaboration builds the community better. Period.
I had another turner who told me that I tried to buy a pen from another turner and they told me I couldn't because I was a turner. It's not about that. We all want to, we're not going to copy anybody.
I can't copy anybody. We actually had a customer one time who sent us a picture and she says, do these pens like this. And I said, well, I don't copy anybody because quite frankly, I'm not that good. I said, but I'll do my rendition of that particular thing. Well, that customer didn't like that. So she's not a customer anymore, sadly, but I can't copy anybody.
You, Rob. Yeah, that's definitely, it's all about collaborations. And I mean, especially at retreats. Look at how many people come together for the retreats. When I was at GLE,
oh my goodness. I don't think anybody can hear you because I keep walking away.
Yeah, don't walk away.
Here, take my mic for a minute.
Yeah, take a minute. So there were lots of pen turners that donated prizes. There were lots of tray people there. There was diamond painters that had paintings. Bella Art was there. They do trays. A lot of other people were there. And there was another person who makes 3D printed. Well, I didn't want to be a sponsor at GLE because, Bella Art was there. Well, it's not about that. It's about, I don't think anybody would feel bad. It's all about working together. Has that, like the Bella Art event that's coming up with Art and Soul.
Because I make new friends.
With the Art and Soul, a New Year in Whimsy. In fact, Bella Art, they have Hannah Lynn. Art and Soul has Hannah Lynn. Dreamer Designs has Hannah Lynn, and then Diamond Art Club had some Hannah Lynn. So it's all about like whatever design you like. It doesn't matter. It's still a shop. So let's all work together to support each other.
Can't we all just get along?
And that's
do another thing a little bit different.
Okay, hold on. And that's the one thing that's great about retreats is that you get to see maybe a shop that you wouldn't normally have ever heard of. When we went, a lot of people hadn't heard of us. But he wants his mic back. So
I want my mic back. You got your own mic. I bought you a mic. Okay, so let's do something a little bit different because I've done 28 pens today and my hands in those configurations are getting tired. So what we're going to do is I'm going to drill. I've got an ink pen to make. So this, by the way, is called the dead center because it doesn't turn by itself. It only turns by being inserted into here, and then this motor turning this. This is called the live center, and it because it actually turns by itself right there, freewheeling inside this housing here. So we're going to take that out, set it aside. I'm going to put it right down here, keep it nice, and then we're going to take this one out as well. That comes out on that side there. We'll put that down there, keep it safe. We will take this, put it on here. This thing here, let me tighten it too far. Let me show you what this does here. This is called a chuck, and this chuck will hold things depending upon how you move. Screw it in, screw it out. You can see how it moves in and moves out and holds things. We're going to get it to hold a blank. All right. All right. So we're going to be drilling a hole through these two blanks right here. Hello, Chuck. So what we're going to do is we're just going to sit that in there for a second. And then we're going to be bringing this down here. And I got to put the right, this is a chuck that's going to go on this end right here. And I got to put the right thing in there. I need an 8mm screw. And this is 3/8 of an inch. That's not going to do. I got to find my 8mm. 8mm. This is it right here. This is the drill bit that's going to go in there. I'll try to keep this all in view. I'm going to take this a little higher here so you can see what's going on. And that's going to go in that end there. And we're going to use this to turn this, and this will be essentially our drill bit. All right, so then we're going to marry this up a little. Let's get this thing out of the way here. We're going to get our banjo moved over to there. Bring this out here. But right now we're not in the middle, so we're going to move this around till we get in the middle. There we go. And now we will tighten this down because we essentially have that in the middle. If you can see it turning, it's going to go right in the middle. Okay, so then we will back this off, turn this to the lowest speed possible. And then we're going to drill this in here like this. Take that out, get all that out, get back in there, keep on going. All right. That is all the way through on that one. We'll turn that off. Take this one out. And as you can see, there's a hole straight all the way through that one there. We'll grab the next one here. match it up. All right, here we go. Do it again. So, Kevin, if you're listening, what time do you really get off? Is it 12:30 in the morning or 11 o'clock? All right, all the way through. Very nice. And then we have to return the lathe to its previous condition so we can turn pens. We'll put these away in the drawers they go in. That way we know where they're at next time. All right, we'll take this off of here. We'll knock this chuck out of here. And we will reconstruct it with the live center. And we will blow that tube out to make sure there's no stuff in there. There we go. That one's in there. And these are friction fit. They're called Morse tapers. There we go. Now it's all ready to make pens again. All right. Now, let's go over to the workbench. Oh, the resin comes out at 12:36. Whew. Thank goodness, right? Okay, so who is Chuck? Did I miss Chuck? Oh, hello, Chuck, because of the Chuck on the drill thing. I got you. Got your wicked color trays from Bella Art. Very cool. Very cool. I saw that dragon one they got. Yeah, Chuck is my part. I got you. J. Rob, you're quicker than I am today. I've been turning since about 7:30 this morning. And I might be slowing down physically and mentally at this point. Who knows? Okay, there's one. Let me get the other. Then what I have done earlier today was taken the brass tubes and painted them white. The reason I painted them white is when we turn this down, it has a little bit of clarity. And one of the things you don't want to see is the brass tube. You want to see black, or you want to see white, or some other color that's favorable to your blank, but definitely not that one. So we don't want to see brass. So we've got it to the point where we're going to be seeing white if we see anything at all, which means you really won't see it at all. All right, keep our crab guy right there. We'll bring our epoxy over, and we are going to mix up 2 equal spots of this. Let me turn this one upside down. Let that drain down there. Here we go. This is Bob Smith Industries 5-minute quick cure epoxy. Very good stuff. All the good people recommend this, so I just copied them. I'm not going to go through all the trial and error of what works and what doesn't work. I'll just do what they tell me to do. Saves time, saves money. All right. Let me get my gloves out here because this stuff be sticky. Here we go. And we'll grab us a little stir stick here and we'll bring these together and stir them up. This is a pen I'll be turning tomorrow. Should have turned it today, but we prescribed this thing for this customer. And then I went digging through my kits and I did not have the right metal color for the kit that she wanted. So I said, I need to go get a kit. So I had to go get a kit. All right, now we'll take a little bit of this good stuff here, smear it on this tube. And we essentially cover the whole tube. A lot of this looks like it's going to be wiped off as we insert it into the blank. So now we're going to take it and put it in there, and we just sort of twist it as we go. So we get all that epoxy down in there. We push it in a little bit past the end. There we go. Beautiful. There we go. Very nice on that one. And we do it again to the other one. We're in no hurry. We got a whole 5 minutes or so to do this. So we just want to make sure we get lots of epoxy in there. There's really not a lot of room between the piece of metal and the blank, but there's enough to contain enough epoxy and call it good. And we will take this and push that in a little bit. Beautiful. It is now centered in there. And then we will take these off of here, just leave them sit. Actually, we'll just leave it all sit right there and it'll cure up, get hard, and we don't have to worry about it. Okay, a lot of preparation going on today. Chuck is my part. Oh, they will be ready at 12:36 a.m. I thought I said he will be ready. Glad you guys are keeping me awake. Anyway, this has been a fun day. All right, everybody. We're going to call it quits for tonight. I have been rolling, what is it, 9 o'clock? I've been rolling about 13 or 14 hours. And I'm not complaining. I absolutely love it, but I'm not 21 anymore, as you might imagine. Please, I've got probably about 6 hours. The last 10 minutes, if you did sounds of the game, were very interesting. What sounds of the game? Man, I'm lost. Ooh. Anyway, if where was I going? I forgot. Oh, if you want to watch some premieres, I've got about 6.5 hours of premieres of all the pen turnings I did today. So enjoy those while you're diamond painting. There is no sound, so you can play your favorite songs while you're just watching me turn pens. We did about 25 pens before we went live. I think we did about 3 or 4 since we went live. And then we did the other stuff. And then we did this little drilling out and getting this prep for tomorrow's pen. But everybody have a wonderful evening. We'll see you tomorrow night again. Have more fun. And everybody's got to get back to work tomorrow. So everybody be safe. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.